Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to go over the basics for Clipchamp, Microsoft's video editing software. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and search for Clipchamp in your search, and go ahead and click on this link when you get the results. You can also install this from the Microsoft Store as well. I'm going to go ahead and throw that up. And the main thing you need to use Clipchamp is some kind of a Microsoft account. And you don't need to use Office 365. You can use Outlook.com, which is what I'm using. So instead, normally you would just sign in here and you're ready to go, and it will install the software. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Outlook.com, and then just want to show you what it looks like. So then you would just sign in. You could sign up for a free Outlook.com account, and that's good enough to have you log into Clipchamp and start working. All right, so then this is the main homepage for Clipchamp when you first launch it, and we're gonna have to go add a new video. It synchronizes with the account, which is why all my other videos are in here. See, so now here we go. We're gonna create a new video, and yeah, this is tied to my Outlook.com account, as you can see right there. I'm gonna go ahead and click on that. Get us to the main page here. Okay, and this is the main page for Clipchamp. The pane window you see there, where the play button is first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna label this thing up here at the top left hand corner. You can always go back to that main home page to select different videos to work on. And then the video we just labeled is the last one near the top here, the one that says test video. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on that, and this is the main page here. So first we have to do when you get started editing is you want to bring all the pieces of a video that you filmed and put them together. So they're up here in the import media section. So what you want to do is you want to go click on the import media button, the purple one right there, and then we're going to choose what you want to add from wherever source. I already have some stuff that I have filmed in here, so a regular video folder. So we're going to get into that and go ahead and import something. I have the start field loop that I use a lot. That actually came from Clipchamp. I didn't make it myself. And then if you hover over, you can see it will start playing, so you have an idea, even in this little import media section right here. You can just drag it down to the timeline, and then there's 1 minute of playback for the first piece of video right there. Okay, so now we've got our piece of video here. I wanted to add some audio to it. I already went ahead and imported my little beat loop here. And if you hover over it, that's how you get it to play. The video plays as well. Whatever you have in the import media section will automatically play when you hover over it. So I'm going to go ahead and drag that down to here, start at the exact same time. You can put it wherever you want, but that's where it starts. And now I've got drums and the video playing at the exact same time. That can be moved around. When you are, whatever you have highlighted is automatically going to be green. And I'm going to go ahead and click on the star field, and I'm going to drag this by holding the left click button down. I'm going to drag this all the way back to end where the audio ends, and that's where you get that purple line. So, and then just let go, and then now that'll all end at the exact same time. So, see it stop and just end and go to black. Okay, that's the end of it. Okay, so now that we have our audio and our piece of video. And you can always, to tell what you're selecting, you can go over here to the right and go to fade. And you can fade in and fade out up to 2 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and fade in at 2 seconds for the video. And then we're going to back up, play it. You'll see how it fades in. We could also do the audio separately. And, well, same thing. First, I want to set the volume. I usually set the volume for background music around 20%. Yeah, something like that. That's fine. And then you can go ahead and fade that in 2 seconds. Now we're going to have both pieces fade in like that. And then you fade out, we'll do up to 2 seconds on the back end. So go ahead and do those two. And we can see how that works. And fade out. Sometimes you got to click on that thing. I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't always work. Yeah, so there we go. And then, yeah, about that much. So now you go to the end, you can see that all fade out like that. Yeah. Okay, so now I've got these two pieces here, a piece of audio, a piece of video. And I want to add another piece to the further down the chain here. So what? First things first, we're going to go choose something out of the content library because I don't really have anything else ready. We're going to go ahead and pick a piece of video. And that's up here. You got to go to visuals. And then you go to videos. And let's just grab that first one right there. It doesn't matter. First things first, we have to zoom out. And that's very important. So before we do that, before we choose on this one, I'm going to go ahead and zoom out. Zoom out right over here. You're going to be doing a lot of zooming in and zooming out when you're editing video. So you may want to set that to if you've got a gaming mouse, you can set that there to the buttons. Then you just go ahead and tack that onto the end of the video that we already have. Now I want to cut a piece out of the Starfield section right here. So got this piece right here. We're all good to go. And then I'm going to select this one. So when you click on that, it turns green. And then we're going to go ahead and cut that out. We're still fading. That transition fade still looks pretty good. Yeah, go ahead and actually we're going to go ahead and fade out on the bird things here too. Crank that up a little bit and then get that going so that we got something that looks a little smoother. So now when we run the transition here, this is, by the way, that's your these are your transports. 5 seconds end, beginning, play. Kind of like most video players. So now I'm gonna go ahead and play that transition. It looks pretty smooth. And that's how you do a fade in, fade across kind of thing like that. This is a different way to do that. I'll show you about how to do that a little later. Right now, we're going to go ahead and cut a chunk out of the Starfield because I want to show you guys how to cut. And it's a 3-part process, not that unsimilar than editing video or audio, I mean. So right around, I want to get to about 6 seconds here. So let's see what we got here. And right about, I think that's close enough. Anywhere down here, you don't have to be right on the line. You right click. And when you right click, you get options. You're going to split it. Now we've got 2 different pieces at that point. And we're going to select this big piece, that's why it's green. And I'm going to go ahead and hit delete. And it's gone. Now there's a little trash can here. And there's also a way that you can right click and delete up there. That will delete the space in between these 2 pieces of video. It's very important. So you go ahead and delete that, and then it automatically moves that other piece right next to the one that we just cut. And that is how we do our cutting. So now, still transition. The transitions stay. I think the first one needs a fade out again. If you're missing a transition, you can tell right away up here in the right-hand corner. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bring that volume on that the beats down. Usually I run the beats volume, like if it's background, it's down to like 20%. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this loop here. Go back to my media, and I'm going to go ahead and make the loop of audio, put it in time with the video. So in order to do that, you've got to click on. Yeah, let me go ahead and make that quieter. And I'm going to go ahead and drag that all the way to the end here. And then as soon as I see the purple line, it's in line with everything else, and that's the end of it. So at this point, we're over 10 minutes, and there's more I want to show you about the Clipchamp video editing software for the next video. So I'll make another one, and we'll get that covered. If you got any questions, go ahead and email me at studioonabudget@gmail.com, and we'll see you next time.